Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Qada binti Muhammad Alifuddin. My matric number is 2214036.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Nurul Ajwa binti Razadi and my matric number is 2219682.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Siti Nusamira binti Mazahi. We matric number 2119072.
Today, we would like to present about Qada and Qadar, containing their definitions, how Muslims accepting Qada and Qadar, and what's the different opinion about Qada and Qadar. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. First and foremost, the meaning of Qada. Generally, Qada means the manifestation of Allah's power. In Arabic, Qada means placing and deciding a certain ruling. While from Shari'ah's perspective, Qada is something that has been decided by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for all His creation, whether it is term of its creation, destruction, or changes. Next, the meaning of Qadar. Qadar is the result of Allah knowledge, which is in Arabic, Qada means setting something to a certain amount. While in Shara', Qadar is something that has been set as a certain amount since the beginning of time, so that it follows His knowledge which precedes everything. The differences between Qada and Qadar: Qadar is setting an amount or a stance of something before deciding that it will happen, while Qada is making something happen according to a set condition. This means Qadar happens first before Qada. Both are complementary to each other and were inseparable. Ibn Athir gave an analogy of Qadar as a base of construction and Qada as a building being constructed on top of the base. Said Sabiq in his book Aqidah Islam said, it has been stated numerous times in the Quran regarding the issue of Qadar or fate. Among them are, everything that happens is according to the will of Allah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala states, وَكُلُّ شَيْءٍ عِنْدَهُ بِمِقْدَارٍ, and everything with Him is by due measure. Surah Al-Ra'd verses 8. The conclusion that could be drawn from the above verse is that the meaning of Qadar or fate is set laws created by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for everything that is created by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in this universe.
So the first ways of Muslim to accept the Qada and Qadar is by putting an effort. We need to do the action first, because through the action we can it can shows how our eagerness to shape our Qada and Qadar. For example, if we want something good to happen, like we want to get A's in our exam, we need to put our effort first by doing well in our studies, by study hard and so on. If we don't do any of that, but we want it to happen, want the good thing, or we don't want the bad thing to happen, it's not gonna work. We need to put our effort first, and the next steps will follow. So the next part, after we put our effort in our action, what we need to do is make a dua. Why we need to make a dua? Because dua is wasila between us and our God, and between us and Allah. Also, as Muslim, we already know that dua silahul mu'min. Dua is the strongest weapon for the Muslim. If we want something, if we want something, what we need to do is we need to ask from the Creator, Rabbul Alamin. So the way, the wasila to do that, to ask that, is by making a dua. So we need to do the adabs dua first. We need to learn how to make a good dua by making a salawat first and istighfar, and then we ask what we want from the Creator, from Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim. Then inshallah we will get what we want. For the last step, after we already put effort in our action, we already make a dua, and then we can tawakkal and redha by accepting whatever that's going to happen in our life. Because we already done our part as a slave by making a dua, by doing a good effort. What we need to do is we accept, tawakkal and redha. Because we need to believe, we need to have this kind of mindset, have this thought that everything that happen in our lives, the qada and qadar, the takdir that happen in our life from Allah is the best thing and the good thing for us.
Now, I would like to proceed with the different opinion of Qada and Qadar. So basically, we have three different opinions of Qada and Qadar. First opinion that say about the Qada and Qadar are absolutely the same thing and synonymous, with first four by indicating same context. Qadar to have elemented the knowledge of power, while Qada to element the power to carry something out. So basically, we say here that Qada and Qadar is the power of Allah, because in these both words it means that the power. So here we can see that the Almighty have the power to decide something, to execute something, and will it to happen. And Allah also know everything happen in this world, according to ourselves. Nothing goes beyond the knowledge of Allah. Opinion, Qada happened before Qadar. Qada is almost way before the creation that had been written down in the Mahfuz, where Qadar is the occurrence and existence of Qada. This has been supported by Ibn Hajj in his book Al-Fath. Ibn Hajj said in his book that Qada is the totality of all the decisions that pre-eternal, while Qadar, every single manuscript issues take form, come from totality. What can we summarize here is Qada happened way before Qadar. Everything that happened in Qadar right now is something that has been decided in Qadar. For the last opinion, was the difference and or the opposition meaning of the Qada and Qadar and the second opinion. Is it that Qadar is the pre-internal and Qada is the daily occurrence? So it means here that Qadar happened before the Qada. This all happened in semantic way which not bring any major change of understanding. And main point, we must believe that Allah has knowledge over everything. Allah has written down everything happened before the creation. Everything happened in this world between His will and His irada. Nothing happened without His knowledge and decree of Allah. So when something happens, we can't blame the Qadar because we know that Qadar happened because the decision of Qadar. And Qada is something that Allah wills, is something in His irada. So we must accepting everything happen in ourselves, even though it's bad or good, in an open heart, because Allah knows the best for His creation. When Allah say kun fayakun, it will happen. To put in a simple way, we must put in our mind that Allah has the power over His creation. Why? Because Allah created us. So it means that Allah had the most knowledge about His creation. So that's why Allah decide for us. Allah make a decision for us. So everything that has been decided from Allah is the best for His creation. Allah knows the best for us. So trust that everything happen in this world will be good for us.